Alright, so yesterday, or whenever this video uploads, Marvel just released their for their Phase 3 movie slate. So, let's talk about it. Alright, first up is Captain America Civil War. Now, this movie's going to be pretty interesting. It's coming out summer of 2016. And pretty much what Civil War is, it's Iron Man versus Captain America. It's kind of cool because a couple months before that, we're going to see Batman and Superman fight. So, it's cool. It's a cool idea for Civil War. Because one of the main problems of the Marvel movies is the villains have been pretty not good. They have not been interesting. The only really cool villain we've seen Loki. And Loki is a cool villain because he's more of the guy who's like, I'm trying to be a good guy. He's so evil that he thinks he's good. Those are some of the best villains in my opinion. What's cool about Civil War is you have two heroes who both think they're doing the right thing. And you're like, well, maybe he's right, maybe he's right. So that sounds really interesting. Then November 4th, 2016, we're going to be seeing Doctor Strange. Who is Doctor Strange? Well, he's a doctor. I don't know much about Doctor Strange. He's a wizard who can travel through dimensions, which might have something to do with Thanos, because I think Doctor Strange is going to be more of an origin story. Now, the big question is, who's going to play Doctor Strange? There's been all kinds of rumors. Joaquin Phoenix was going to play it, Jay Leto. Right now, it looks like Benedict Cumberbatch will be it, and that would be awesome. Come now, don't be shy. Step into the light. Shall we begin? Game, Mrs. Hudson, it's on. If you couldn't tell, I'm a huge Cumberbatch fan. He's a great actor, and I think he's one of those guys. Him and Tom Hardy are the two actors who everybody wants to see. He's like the best actor right now. Every movie he's been in lately has been awesome. The movie coming out in a couple weeks, Imitation Games. I hope I get to see it if it comes to a theater near me. I think it's going to be awesome because it'll show if he can be a leading role in the movie. He voices characters like Smaug from The Hobbit. And then he played Khan in the second Star Trek movie. And then the next movie we have is Guardians of the Galaxy. Comes out May 5th, 2017. I really love Guardians of the Galaxy. It was a great movie. It was so fresh because it reminded me of so much of Star Wars when you first saw episode 4, I was like, this is just like Star Wars first time. It's a perfect mix between Star Trek and Star Wars mixed together. And Guardians of the Galaxy 2 sounds pretty awesome. We're going to deal with more Thanos and him collecting the Infinity Gauntlet. Then we have Thor Ragnarok coming out July 28th, 2017. I don't really know much about this movie. Well, what I've heard is Ragnarok's like a cyborg Thor or something. I mean, who knows? Because Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, said that Tom Hiddleston, the guy who plays Loki, will make his return to the Marvel movies. If you checked out Thor: The Dark World, you know he becomes king of Asgard. So maybe it'd be kind of cool to see if Ragnarok attacks Asgard, and Loki's like, "Oh no, what am I going to do? I'm king now, but I don't know how to rule." It's like what Tywin Lannister says in Game of Thrones, the difference between winning and ruling. And then we have a movie coming out November 3rd of 2017, Black Panther. Who's Black Panther? I have no idea. The only thing I know about him, he's some kind of king in a secret world society in Africa or something. Apparently in the comics, he's married to Storm. And also he controls vibranium, which is the metal made that makes Captain America's shield. Also the metal that Ultron will be using in Age of Ultron Avengers movie. And the guy that cast that he's a really good actor. If you've ever seen 42, I can't tell you his name, but he's the guy who played Jackie Robinson. And I'm like, that guy's going to be a big actor one day. And okay, I mean, I was like, great casting, good casting. And then we have the third Avengers movie, Avengers Infinity Wars Part 1. Now, what this pretty much means is Thanos is probably going to invade Earth or something. Originally, I believe Avengers 3 was going to be called Avengers 3 Infinity Gauntlet, which is the all the Affinity Gems, the Darkness thing, the Spear thing from the Avengers, Tesseract, they're all Affinity Gems. He wears a glove and makes him powerful or something. And then part 2 of Avengers was going to be called Avengers Infinity War. I have my issues of them splitting the movie into 2 parts, but here's the thing. Ever since Harry Potter did it, every stupid movie does it now. Harry Potter, they did it for a reason, because the book was like 800 pages long. So they split the movie up so they could do it justice. I'm fine with that. The Twilight movie, I never watched Twilight, but what I've seen is the first part of the movie was just a wedding and the second part was a battle, just to make more money. Hunger Games, same way. They're splitting the book up, which is the smallest book in the franchise. But apparently this is a huge comic line, and they want to get the story down justice, so I'm completely fine. And also, we get an Avengers movie 2019 and a Justice League movie in 2019. What kind of world are we living in now, guys? And on July 8th, 2018, we're getting Captain Marvel, and we're getting the female Captain Marvel. It means we're getting our first female-led superhero by Marvel Studios. I don't know much about Captain Marvel. I always thought Captain Marvel was a DC character, but they're calling Captain Marvel in the DC Shazam, or they changed his name to Shazam in the comics. But she's pretty much the Superman of the Marvel Universe. She has powers and all that. Now the question is, who's going to play her? I don't know who's right for it. I would love to see someone like Katie Sackhoff, who was in Battlestar Galactica, or see someone like Emily Blunt play her. Either one, they may be a little too old, but who knows? They may go with someone younger we never heard of before. The last movie announced was the Inhumans movie. I have no idea what that is. What I heard is a little like X-Men. It's kind of like their new X-Men, because since Fox owns the X-Men property, Marvel and Fox kind of hate each other. So they're trying to have an answer for. They're like, well, Fox Studios, you're cool. You got X-Men. Well, we got Inhumans. Beat that. That's pretty much all the movies going to be coming out between now and 2019. Think about this, guys. We have superhero movies starting from 2016. We're going to have movies from Fox, Sony, DC, or Warner Brothers, and Marvel Studios, which means we're going to have like 6 or 7 superhero movies a year. We're in a golden age of superhero movies. It's kind of crazy where a few years ago we were maybe get one every 3 or 4 years, and they wouldn't be that good. Now we're getting like 2 or 3 a year. They're usually pretty good, or you're a little disappointed, or they're just amazing. Those are my thoughts about the movies. Which movie are you most excited about? For me, I think I'm kind of excited to see this Captain Marvel movie, but also this Avengers Infinity Wars, or even Civil War. I mean, it's all going to be awesome. Marvel has done a really good job. If you like this video, click that thumbs up button, and subscribe to see more videos. All too easy.